Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? In this video, we're going to revisit the topic of the R sound, how to roll your R's. But this video is not so much about teaching you how to roll the R, but more how to do if you can't roll the R. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe. I post a new lesson every week, and I also send a free lesson to your inbox every 2 weeks. You can check the link in the description. In this video, two things are going to happen. First, I'm going to show you what happens in your mouth when you do your R sound. And second, I'm going to tell you what to do if you cannot do these sounds. I'm going to show you a sneaky alternative that you can do and sound really natural and no one will really notice. So we'll start by quickly breaking down what happens in your mouth, or my mouth in this case, when I roll the R. The first thing you need to keep in mind is that the R is completely different from the in English. Completely. There's nothing that is the same in your mouth. Let's start by the tongue placement. The tip of your tongue, which is this part here, touches your alveolar ridge. Your alveolar ridge is the bone that is behind your teeth. Here. So it's like if you said la la la, but it's ra ra ra. So tip of your tongue, alveolar ridge. Second thing is that your lips are not involved at all producing the R. I see many English speakers rounding their lips when they try to do the R, like the R, like r, r, r. That's because they have in mind the English R, where you kind of round your lips a little bit. But in Spanish, your lips are not involved at all. So you go like r, r. Your lips will change depending on the vowel that you have after. So if you have ro, they'll be rounded. If you have ra, they won't. If you have re, they will be spread. Okay? And the last thing that I'm going to say about the r sound is that it's a continuous sound. Let's differentiate between a continuous sound and a non-continuous or stopper sound. A continuous sound is the one that you can do or hold for as long as you have breath, like a or a f. And a stop sound is one that it just happens once, like a p or a b. Okay, so the r sound is continuous. It just has a vibration. Okay, and that differentiates it from the r, from our tapped sound. When you see a single R written, usually, it's the da, 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 da. So what happens here is that the tap stops the airflow from your mouth. So, da, 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 da. Okay? The continuous one is okay? Let's do a quick practice on what we've just said. So, tip of your tongue, alveolar ridge. Let's start with the la, because it's the same movement. So let's start with la, la, la. See how my lips are relaxed? La, 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 la. So tip of my tongue, alveolar ridge, lips relaxed. La, 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 la. Okay? Now let's make the continuous sound. The airflow should be coming from the tip of your tongue. And that's a small vibration that I'm doing. Okay, but what happens if you just can do the R sound? Here's the thing. Not all the R sounds are fully rolled or trilled. We sometimes don't roll our R's. Let's look at these examples.
Fue maestro, ferrocarril, presidente, ferrocarril, ferrocarril.
Guiadas por una amplia franja de tierra. De tierra.
Se toman un poquito de café, se ríen y siguen, se ríen.
De agua para irrigar.
What's happening here? There are a couple of things involved in rolling your R. Apart from what I said before, there are different levels of vibration. You can have a strong vibration and go like rrrr. You can have a really soft vibration and go like rrrr. The more vibration, the more trill. So one thing is the vibration. The other thing is the sounds that you have before or after the r. If your r is within ease, your jaw is really closed and then it's really hard to place it properly. So you go like I, ri, 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 ri. You're not trilling.
Irrigar.
Look at these two words together. Es raro. Es raro. We have an S and we have an R together. And when that happens, two things can happen. One is that we just don't say the S and we say es raro. Or we can make this like really low vibration in the R and sound like es raro, es raro, es raro. See how I'm not doing es raro? Because that's almost impossible in my mouth. So I'm saying es raro, es raro. Okay, it's like es raro. Okay, so what's happening is that the tip of my tongue is going to my alveolar ridge, and instead of touching and having it vibrate, it's just like I'm just making this like small airflow vibration. Look at this example.
Es raro que alguien... Es raro.
No me le acerco porque es raro, que es raro, que es raro.
Es intelectual decir, tienes razón, es verdad, tienes razón, tienes razón.
So the tip that I'm giving you here is that instead of forcing the trill and do something like really throaty or from your lungs, just try to use this lower vibration mode and say, quiero relajarme. Tienes razón. Tienes razón. Just try to calm and relax all this area. It shouldn't be something throaty. It shouldn't be something from your lungs. It's just like, you can do this sound. If you want more help on how to do this sound, leave it in the comments and I'll help you. And that's what we many times do, depending on if we're speaking really fast, if we're, have our mouth dry. This will happen really often. If not, just pay attention every time now that you see a Spanish speaker talking. I know that we speak really fast, but put it in slow motion and see if you can see how they do this specific sound. You don't need to force it, or you don't need to make a big effort to sound natural. Try these tips and practice and let me know if it works. And if this helped, you'd really help me by subscribing or liking the video, and stay tuned for more tricks and tips on the Spanish language. Ciao!